we are back here with another video, true or false. You guys love these, they're a lot of fun, but we are talking about the latest in training, how to get the most out of your workouts, staying safe, building the most muscle possible. So what we're gonna do is go through, I'm gonna say the statement, we're gonna decide if it's true or false, and then we're gonna yap about it. So without further ado, let's get it. Myo sets are as growth promoting as straight sets. I think the literature says we're there. So I guess my question is, like, I do like with the studies that have been done on myo sets as opposed to straight sets. To explain this to somebody who might not understand, straight set would insinuate doing 6, 12, 15, whatever your set, your rep range is for that set, getting 60, 90, 120 seconds of rest, fully recovered, and then doing another set, whether it be slightly heavier, lower rep range. But a myo set is something that Mike uses very proficiently. So I'll let you explain myo set and why you find it to be as growth promoting as straight sets.
Yeah, when we use Myo-reps and structure them into sets, basically what we're doing is we're getting close to failure, we're racking the weight, resting 5 to 10 seconds, and then going again for a few times in a row. That allows us to stay very close to failure for way more reps than usual. But the downside is that because we don't get as much rest between sets, the faster twitch muscle fibers don't get as much time to recover, and thus they underperform. But because we're getting much closer to failure, more is being asked of them, those two things seem to cancel out. And thus what you end up getting with Myo-rep sets is that they have, according to the data, roughly equivalent growth for regular sets versus Myo-rep sets. Myo-rep sets, the big advantage there is that they just save a lot of time. The disadvantage is that they hurt a lot. So if you're willing to hurt a lot, but you want to save some time, or you're just interested in a different way of training, Myo-rep sets are amazing. If you have more time and you don't like to hurt and you like your rest, then you can just do straight sets and never miss out on a thing.
Just so I have understanding of like the exact definition, would it, let's say 30 to 40 seconds, has that now gone beyond what's a myo set at that point?
Yeah, it's generally be that you get no more than 5 to 10 reps after resting, and that generally happens after about 5 to 10 seconds of rest. So if you can do a set of 12 and then do a set of 10 right after, that is not a Myo-rep set. The drop-off should be very large between set 1 and set 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the rest time should be very short, 5 to 10 seconds, and the resultant rep ranges should probably be more like 5 reps with each one after. So for example, you get a set of 20, then a set of 5, then a set of 4, then a set of 4, then a set of 3. Those are Myo-rep sets.
Okay, so I'm changing mine to false. And the only reason, and there's no like disrespect here, but what I actually like was testing this because I was super interested when and you know me, I'm like a sociopath, so like everything is pretty much to failure, without a shadow of a doubt. But what I experienced when I would do, let's say I was doing it with like an incline Smith machine, like a very upper chest biased press, where I was really trying to like tuck elbows. So I get it, and I think this is why I'm saying false, because I did like my 8th rep was like done. I sent like 10 seconds, I unracked it, and I got pinned, like pin. Like I am literally like, oh, toss this on the like lowest rack. And I think for me, the myo set, because of like my actual proximity to failure, if I go like even a heavy tricep push down, if I'm like at like 18 reps and you can only give me like a true 5 seconds, I might only get like one, maybe like not very good rep, and I maybe not getting that like mind muscle connection. So what I will say though is I did it, and Phil can like speak to this. I did it on leg press on a leg day because we had to film the whole exercise library. So I was like, I don't want to spend more than 40 minutes doing legs. I'm not skipping my fucking leg day, but I know I have to film exercise for like 5 hours after this for my new app. But what I did was I did the leg press, got up to like a working set of 9 plates. I did 11 reps. Then I rested 30 to 45 seconds, so aerobically I wasn't taxed. I felt like I'd recovered. My feet were still on the foot plate. I didn't move a muscle. And then I was able to do like 6 and then I did that again like 45 seconds. I did like 3, and I did that for the hack squat, like that forward hack squat. I did like 10, 6, 3. Did it for the quad extensions. It was like 20, 11, 6. I had 4, and then I had 2. And I did calf raises and seated hamstring, and I did the whole workout in like 43 minutes, and it was like terrific. Like afterwards, I was like, that was awesome. Like it was so fun. It was a different experience. But for me, like I needed that 40 seconds or so, so like I could get some juice back in the tank, and like you said, maybe start to recruit those faster twitch muscles. So that's for me only reason that I think the time discrepancy. I think, and like I said, this is all more experiential than actual substantive science. So I can't say that I'm basing this off of like research I've done, but it's just more practical. Like in the gym, for me, I've found that 5 to 7, 10 seconds with how hard I train and the proximity to failure I get, I just don't get the same benefits from doing sets like that.
If you are much larger, much stronger, more fast twitch, and you use compound exercises, Myo-reps are either difficult to pull off or a waste of time because you can't pull them off. So what I'd say is if you can do the Myo-rep thing where you do something like 15 to 20 reps and then sets of roughly 3 to 8 reps after that for a few sets, everyone's going to get great results from that. If the conditions are such that you can't do that, like you do a set of 10 at first, or you're so jacked and so tired and so big that after a set of 20 you do a set of 1, which I've done before, then Myo-reps is just not a modality that fits. Yeah. And then so if it doesn't fit, then you know what I'm saying, you must have quit, or whatever the hell O.J. Simpson trial said.
So can I do an adjacent off of that then? Like what do you think of what I was doing based on like that workout? Like is that like in a actual practical standpoint, like that was like awesome. Like I got the like sick workout out. Like in my head, I was like, oh, I'm doing like a Dr. Mike Myo set, but it's not truly that. So like, what would you then classify that as? Just like
short rest breaks.
Short rest periods, yeah.
But like Myo-reps are a variation of short rest periods.
That's what I'm saying. So like, is it where do like? I feel like I was like maybe in the in between.
Yeah, well, it's like, like if you said you rest, but Jared, can you fucking stop crinkling stuff? Also, like for the record, when you finish a can of soda or a bottle of water and you crush it up, that is like no, false.
Yeah,
you basically admitting you grew up too poor for the trailer park. That is such a white trash thing to do.
Actually, this is not what white trash people do.
No, what he'd actually do is
saving
he'd
room
find that crinkled one up on the ground. He would uncrinkle it.
That would be white
blow
trash.
it up, and then he'd use it as a water
That's
bottle.
white trash.
Hey, bud.
Or a gravity bong,
This
one of
is
the two.
called a kind gesture, so I'm not filling up their trash can with unnecessary space. You piece of shit.